welcome to another video. So today I'm going to talk about what was it like when I experienced some form of vision loss when I woke up from my intraocular lens implant eye surgery 4 years ago, cataract surgery. This is going to be a pretty fascinating video and maybe inspiring, maybe. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. So I remember what my vision was like very, very vividly in my mind when I woke up from eye surgery. So you guys know that I almost went blind from glaucoma and all other medical problems in my eyes around that time at least. So they did the intraocular lens implant, which is basically a lens that they implant. There's a thinner one inside they make an incision on the white part of the eye. They take the older lens out and they replace it with a clear implant. Stitch up the white part of the eye. It's a very, very small cut. You can't even see it. I don't have full eyesight though. It'll only give you full eyesight unless you don't have any other medical condition when around your vision or anything else, which I do have medical conditions, so. You're under anesthesia in the OR for it. So when I woke up, like they were telling me this like right before surgery, during my examination before the surgery was scheduled. My eye doctor was telling me that like I'm gonna put Novocaine around your eye to like put your optic nerve is gonna be put to sleep, so you're gonna be blind for a little bit, because to reduce your eye pain when you wake up, so that way you're comfortable when you wake up. I knew, and he also said my eye was gonna be patched, so I knew. So when I woke up, I remember that it was just, I saw nothing. Like, well, that's because it was a plastic eye patch on my eye, and it was all like, what is it? There's surgical tape on it when they put it on my eye in the OR. After a little, like when my mom was starting to do my eye drops for the certain amount of time that we had to help my eye heal, my vision was slowly coming back, but it wasn't so great. It was like I was still able to see a lot of the world, but like it was so blurry. Like I was able to see movements of people, outlines of people's body, but I couldn't make out the details of their faces at all. I did have quite a bit of light perception. I was able to see like the lights, some of the shapes of them a little bit, the colors of a lot of some things up close, but I really couldn't make a lot of the world out because it was that blurry. I woke up like I wasn't like I didn't start crying. I was 15 years old when this was made. Like I'm a big guy. Like I don't fuss about it. Like I was expecting it, and I remember very vividly. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. This was gonna happen. So I knew, and like I knew my parents were there because I could hear them and I could feel like I just knew what side of the bed they were on, and I was still connected to the oxygen machine, waking up, and they were just about to, the nurse came in to disconnect me from the machine, and I was drinking some water because, you know, when you're under anesthesia, like you need to drink some fluids to wake you up, and because it's a sterile environment and like they keep it very sanitized and it could be dry. Plus your mouth might be open during the anesthesia, I guess. I don't know. And sometimes you cough or sniffle, whatever. I remember, like, I heard, like, you're gonna like this about my eye doctor. He came in to check on us in the PICU, the intensive, like, anesthesia care unit. I forgot what it stood for, but it was at Loyola. And I was waking up in there, and he came to check on me and see how I was doing. And I was like, I'm basically blind right now, but, like, I'm very sleepy. And I remember when they were discarding me in the wheelchair, and like, yeah, like he came to check on me before he went to go into his next eye surgery, and I knew where he was because I heard him, and he was like right next to me on the wheelchair, and he's like, dude, you did great, and I'm really proud of you, and that made me feel really good about myself, because like, if you guys like saw all this, then you would see like how like calm I was. Like I was not, my mom was quite struck too. Like she didn't think that I was going to be able to like go around the house without my vision, because you know so much of the world like is all relies on so much of your vision. They just have to see things. But like, and I was like, Mom, why don't I could just feel around my house. I don't need vision. So I was like wandering around my house. I was using my cane a couple times, and she was shocked. Well, not shocked, but like she was surprised and very impressed with how I just handled everything. And I remember I woke up and I was getting dressed back into my street clothes after the gown and stuff. And I heard two twin boys crying because I heard they had the same eye surgery, and I guess they were freaking out because I would think that they had the same eye patch on their eye and they were basically blind and they had no idea what was happening. Unlike me, I knew what to expect, and you know, like I felt bad for them because like, you know, like it's tough. It's really tough to go through. Even though I pushed myself through it as much as it was just annoying. I pushed myself through it, and it was only for about a day. My vision was more towards normal again by the next day because I went to an eye clinic the next morning because I took the rest of the week off school, obviously. And I noticed I was starting to see stuff far away and my vision was a little bit more clearer than it used to be in March 2017. And my thicker glasses were a little thicker and we had to switch to prescription still to match the lens implant in my eye. And fun fact, I had no idea that's how they match prescriptions until that surgery and that year came. That was a pretty big life changer. A unique perspective on the world, how they match glasses with your eyesight and stuff. It's so cool. Like it's all, I bet it's like a ton of math things. I don't know, like I just, that's how I think of it. They just match your lenses up with your lens inside your eye, and also just like how well you see with your visual acuity, I guess, too. I forgot, I think it was like a Wednesday or something the surgery was. Wednesday, March 1st, 2017. But either way, like it was like during the school day, obviously, and you know, I had to take the week off, and but yeah, like it was very like it was a pretty, I'm never gonna forget that moment in my life because I remember how like such a like brave I was because I was like, I don't know, sometimes like I'm pretty shocked myself on how I got through it, but I really shouldn't be because like it just goes to show like how like I know my blind community so well. That's part of the other reason. Like I know I have some blind friends that have been blind since birth, and I've seen how they've handled stuff, and sometimes I've taught myself how to like walk around being blind in my home, and it was interesting. And I kind of took it to the next level. Like when after that surgery, when my eye was still healing, the day of surgery when I woke up after my nap when I got home. So yeah, like that's the story of like how my vision was. Like I remember, like it was just my experience. Like that's the only thing I remember, like the best way to describe my blurry vision at that time. Before during its healing process, and plus my eye was injured and it was physically affected, so it was like very red. So I was almost totally blind. I was still legally blind, but like, you know, like my visual acuity was definitely a lot worse, I'm pretty sure, but they didn't test it until I got more. They slowly saw my sight coming back. Like the next day they tried it, and then that's, I think a couple days after, like then they started to prescribe me with prescriptions. And yeah, like these glasses that I wear now, I've had them for 4 years and they've not changed since. So yeah, that's the story. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you found this maybe helpful or inspired you. Comment, like, and subscribe, and that'll be it. See you all in the next video. Bye.